And we want to take you now to the outskirts of the Israeli city of Sderot, just a few kilometers from the northern border of the Gaza Strip. Hundreds are protesting against the war in Gaza there as we speak, and against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. They're demanding the immediate release of all hostages, calling on the Israeli government to strike a deal with Hamas. The demonstrators wanted to march towards the Sderot border crossing, but police have prohibited that. Our correspondent Emily Gordine is at the site of the protest. Emily, the march was forbidden. What kind of protests are demonstrators staging instead then?
Well, these protesters are here at one of the biggest junctions in the Gaza envelope. We're only about 2 to 3 kilometres away from the Gaza border. Beit Hanun is an airline distance of about 5 kilometres from here. Beit Hanun in northern Gaza was heavily destroyed in the course of this war. Now, what do these protesters want? They want an end to the war. They want the hostages to be released. But crucially, they also want the Palestinian suffering in Gaza to end. They're holding up, many of them are holding up pictures of the Palestinian children who were killed by Israeli airstrikes. Their names are written underneath their pictures in Hebrew and in Arabic. And something that the protesters have told me is that they believe that their government is committing genocide in Gaza and that they desperately want this to end. They want this military offensive to end. They want this government, their government, to be held accountable. But I think it's also very important to say that this protest, especially here, is quite unusual. Sderot, the city of Sderot, which is just around the corner from here, is a Likud and Netanyahu stronghold. Many there support the course of the government. And we've also seen some drivers by here, one in particular who stepped out of his car after seeing the protest and attacked one of the cameramen that was covering this protest here. And I think it's also important to mention here that while a majority of Israelis do want this war to end, between 60 and 70%, their main priority is about getting the hostages out of Gaza. They are tired after 19 months of war. So while this protest is growing, it is still a minority in Israel altogether.
That was DW's Emily Gordine. Thanks so much.